You're all welcome to Adire Oodua Textile Hub. Our CEO is Queen Adire Oodua under the chairmanship of Osun Adire Oodua.
God bless you.
From you're welcome. So we'll be taking you through the basics of tie and dye. Tie-dye is a process, is a resistance process whereby we use rope or raffia to resist some part of the fabric from dye penetration. Under Adire, we have different types of techniques. We have the tie-dye, we have the batik, we have the neckcore, we have the needle, alabere, different ones. But we are going to print. That one is the customizing aspect of it. So we're going to take you through the tie and dye technique. So it's a technique whereby we use rope. In the olden days, they used raffia to resist fabrics from dye penetration, and it's also used to create designs on the fabric. So now we'll take you through the practical process. That tie and dye, the materials we need are actually the fabric, the rope to tie it, then we need our dye, then our chemicals, which serves as fixatives, which is the soda and sulfite. So there are three materials that are very, very important in Adire process, Adire making. So, but when we get to the back, we'll show you all the materials and everything. Then we'll take you through different techniques of tying. This is the dye. It comes in different colors, but this is golden yellow. Yeah, this is golden yellow. But we have all colors except white. There's no white dye. And then these are the chemicals. This is sulfite, hydrosulfite, and this is caustic soda. Caustic soda has the feel of granulated sugar, while hydrosulfite has the feel of salt. For tie-dye, in as much as it is 90% to 100% cotton. We use cotton, we use cotton silk, we use chiffon, we use brocade. I know you know what brocade is. Guinea. We use brocade, we use organza. In as much as the material is 90 to 100% cotton, it will absorb dye. Are you with me? It will surely absorb dye. You have to wet your fabric so that whatever you do on it will come out as you want it. But if it is not wet, the more you do it, the more it loosens. Do you get? And then another thing is rinsing of the fabric. There are some chemicals on the fabric from the factory that you have to rinse off before you can do anything on it. But if it is batik, you have to rinse. Put it under the sunlight to dry before you can work on it. Now, we are going to do spiral method. This is your fabric. Now, if you want to do it this way, you can do it this way. It depends on how you want it to come out on the fabric. You can make it double. You can even make it into 4. Anyhow you want it. You can make it into 3. It depends on what you want. Can you see that? You can make it into 3. You do your spiral here. 3 designs will come out of it. You make it twice. 2 designs will come out from it. So we are making it this way. Just a design will come out of it. So you grab the middle of the fabric and you spiral. goes through the same process, even if the fabric is more than this.
Or more than this.
Jigget is also the same way of doing it.
So as it is, the dye can be poured or it can be dipped. You can have 6 colors, as many colors as you want. Assuming it's a bigger fabric, let's assume it's in yardage, it's a bigger fabric, I will put more rubber bands to divide where I want to pour the dye. I put 2, I can make it 3, I can make it 4. It depends on what I want to do. But as it is, we are going to dip. So we'll dip a side into a certain color and dip the other side into another color. So this is spiral. Your marbling, you can either do it on the table or do it on the floor. So if I'm doing it on the table, that means I'm going to hold it with rubber band. But if I'm doing it directly on the floor, there's no need for rubber band. So when you say marbling, you just marble it in anyhow. Just roughen it anyhow. So this is what we call marbling. Now, if you are using rubber band, when you pour your dye, you can turn it if you want to. Since you are using rubber band to hold it together, you can turn it to apply the colors again at the back. But this is a single fabric, it's not double. So normally we just pour it like that. So it could be a 1 color design, it could be 2 colors design, it could be 3 colors, 4 colors, depending on what you want. And applying of the dye, you have to apply the lighter colors first before the darker colors. And the lighter colors are red, yellow. I believe you know what light colors are. Yellow, red, pink,
Green.
Orange.
No, green is not
Golden
there.
orange,
orange, lemon,
yellow.
Before you now apply the darker
red,
colors,
pink,
which are black, green,
navy
blue,
green,
turquoise blue, royal blue, purple, and all other colors like that.
Brown, golden brown.
And then this, we are doing bull's eye on this. And we are using this is the tying technique. It could also be single. It depends on what you want. It could be double. You can fold it more than that if you want. So just grab the middle like we did spiral. And then we tie. You can try as many times as you want. So all the parts that we are tying, we resist dye. Dye will not penetrate. And that is what will give us our design. It's a small fabric, so we don't need much dye.
And what color is that?
Golden yellow. Sorry. This is the sulfite. I'm using a spoon of sulfite. So automatically my soda will be half spoon. And then we put the hot water. Move back a little, please. Then I'll get my gloves. Now, if you could remember, I said we are dipping the bullseye, and then we are dipping the spiral in 2 colors. So we are doing it together. The bullseye and the spiral. So we are dipping a side of the spiral. Just a part of the spiral.
The origin is from Ife here. From Abeokuta commercialized it. Yes. You know, your Ife is the origin of the Yorubas. So tie-dye originated from here before, but the Abeokuta people commercialized it. You know, Abeokuta is very close to the border, so they were the ones that really exposed it to outside countries. This is all these fabrics that we see on that we are wearing now. This is actually how am I going to put it now? You know, this is not our own. These ones are not our own. We get them from the Europeans. God bless you, Western world. But when we're talking about our own indigenous fabric, our own fabric or our own textile, the Ankara is not our own. This is our own. I mean the western part of Nigeria's indigenous textiles. And you said, how does it impact our culture, right? This is this Adire production is our own cultural heritage, something we inherit from our forefathers. Are you getting it now? So they pass it on to us. They pass it on to us, and they want us to continue using it, so it will not go into extinction. Do you get it now? So the more we do it, your children, my children, if we are using it, we'll pass it to them. So this our own indigenous fabric will not go into extinction. It will not die. It will not be like maybe like 10, 15 years later. I will not be telling them there is something like Adire. But they will not be thinking, what is Adire? But once we are able to pass it on to them, they will pass it to the generation to come. Other questions? No.